The Holocaust was a genocide that caught many people's attention. After the horrible genocide ended, people said never again. But genocides have still taken place and many innocent people are still being killed today. This needs to stop. The problem is most people are uninformed. Being uninformed is one of the many reasons genocides continue to happen. If people are informed on what genocide is and how we can prevent it, then what might be future genocides won't take place. Genocide in the simplest form is a mass killing in whole or part of a racial, ethnic, or religious group.
Usually there are 8 stages that make up a genocide, the first being classification. Classification is when you classify people in 2 groups, the victims and the perpetrators. For example, in the Darfur genocide that is still going on today, the Zaghawa, Masalit, and Fur tribes are the victims, and the Janjaweed and Sudanese governments are the perpetrators. Even though it can seem harmless to classify people in everyday life, it can sometimes lead to unthinkable outcomes.
The second stage is symbolization. This is when a symbol is given to a group of people so that they can be easily identified. For example, in the Holocaust, the Jews were symbolized by being given a yellow 6-pointed star that they had to wear on all of their clothing. Also, the Nazis had to wear swastikas to show that they were Nazis.
The third stage is dehumanization. This is when the perpetrators start to act like the victims are less than human. They might starve them or hurt them. They might also tell people supporting the perpetrators that the hated group are rats or another animal that people don't like. This will make the haters want to murder and torture the unarmed group. This can make the victims feel like they are just an animal and nothing more.
The fourth stage is organization. This is when the army is trained to kill and the perpetrators make plans about the killings.
The fifth stage is polarization. Both sides are driven apart and marriages and general interaction between both groups are banned. The sixth stage is preparation. This is when the stage where the victims are forced to leave their homes and are completely separated from everyone else. In the Holocaust, there was preparation when Nazis forced Jews into concentration camps.
The seventh stage is extermination. Many people are killed and tortured in genocides, and this is the actual stage when it happens.
The eighth and final stage is denial. Because the perpetrators can get a horrible punishment, some of them try to cover up what actually happened by cremating the dead bodies and never talking about it or teaching it in schools.
One genocide that is happening right now takes place in Darfur. As we said before, the perpetrators consist of the Sudanese government and the Janjaweed. They go after the Zaghawa, Masalit, and Fur tribes. There are many ways in which the perpetrators murder the tribes, some being bombing, massacres, burning of villages, shooting, torturing, stabbing, starving, and many more. Each one of these ways in which people were killed are still horrific. It's not fair that the innocent people in Darfur have to suffer through this pain. Not only do the people have to suffer through physical pain, but they also have to suffer through emotional pain too. People's lifetime villages are destroyed, and memories are all that they have left. Innocent people have to watch their own families be violently murdered. In The Translator, a memoir about Darfur by Daoud Hari includes very horrific stories of the genocide, and some parts were almost painful to read. There is one part that stuck out in particular, and it showed off the horrible ways that people in Darfur are being treated. It says, "The Janjaweed men who tied me to the tree saw my daughter running to me. He lowered his rifle and he let her run into his bayonet. He gave it a big push. The blade went all the way through her stomach. She cried out to me, 'Abba, Abba!' Then he lifted up his gun with my daughter on it, with blood from her body pouring down all over him. He danced around with her in the air and shouted to his friends, 'Look, see how fierce I am?' And they chanted back to him, 'Yes, yes, you are fierce, fierce, fierce,' as they were killing other people. My daughter looked at me for help and stretched her arms in great pain toward me. She tried to say Abba, but nothing came out."
As you can see, the actions currently going on in Darfur are horrible. Even though you say one person can't make a difference, one person really can. There are many things you could do to help. The first thing you could do is inform other people. The whole point of this video is to inform others. The main reason genocide continues to occur is because people are uninformed. So tell others about the actions going on and make them care. This way we can stop the genocide in Darfur and hopefully prevent future genocides.
After you have informed others, keep up with the news about genocide. Make sure you know all the current knowledge so that you know the newest ways to help out.
Write a letter to your senator or government. Say that you want them to increase the help that is given in Darfur. You can make all the difference.
Finally, donate money to a charity that helps out the victims in Darfur. There will be links in the description of a few charities or organizations that you can donate to. You can make a difference.
There are many other things you can do to help out and stop the genocide in Darfur. These are just a few. Please, help end the Darfur genocide and help prevent future genocides.
Thank you.